NFS mount fails. Permission denied. No export entry. I have a problem mounting a NFS share that I can't solve that is driving me nuts. This is the situation. 3 machines involved. Host A, Mandrake, IP 192.168.1.4, NFS server. Host B, Athlon 64, IP 192.168.1.64, NFS client. Host C, LAP FZS2, IP 192.168.1.27, NFS client. Host A has an NFS server running which exports a directory that gets mounted by host B. This works flawless and has been working since ages. No problemo. Now host C comes into the picture. Ubuntu 12.04 LTS, modern system. I tried to mount the same share from host but get a permission denied error. The fact that it works between hosts A and B should be proof that the NFS export per se is working. Here is the info I can give that makes me think it should work. Maybe someone sees what I don't and knows why this fails on the new host C. Server exports. The port mapper is running. The exports are known and mounted by host B. Athlon 64. When the Athlon 64 host mounts the NFS share, the server log shows success. But when the host C tries to mount the same share, the server log shows. Host C sees the server, reaches the port mapper and the NFSD, but fail at the permissions. I have to use NFS-v2 on the client. Using NFS-v4 will fail as the server doesn't support it. It fails as it tries to connect via TCP directly to 2049, but the port isn't open. No fallback happens. Using NFS-v3 will result in a RPC program/version mismatch. What am I missing? Update. All 3 machines are on one LAN, on the same switch. There is no firewall active on host C. Nor on host A.
Check and see if the UID and GUID for the NFS users are the same on server and client. Also, make sure on server the folder is permission 777. This is my /etc/exports on my server for my client to access. Create a NFS share directory. Create each server with IP, space separate. dir/var/nfs. vim/etc/exports. /var/nfs 10.180.82.250 or w sync root_squash inanuid equals 530 and nongit equals 530 no_subtree_check.
February 11, 2012 and 42 seconds Mandrake mount, 460, refused mount request from LAP FCS 24/data/no export entry. Since the server's rejection notice claims that there is no export entry for host C, then perhaps you should try an unambiguous line in the /etc/exports file with the explicit hostname or the full IP address for C. Also try issuing an exports, a command at the server. I often have problems accessing my NFS server even after reboots. Explicitly issuing the exports, a command is the reliable solution for me.
In my case, over equals 3 is the answer. NFS server, Ubuntu desktop 12.04 32-bit VMware host. NFS client, Ubuntu server 12.04 64-bit VMware guest, host-only mode.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.